Solidarity. Francis.
I am so proud to bring solidarity on behalf of the TUC. I want to tell you, you are not alone. You've got 7 million workers with you. Workers and students, NUS and TUC, are we united? Are we strong? Are we going to win? I want to bring a very clear message to the government here today. We are going to fight these unnecessary, these vicious, these right-wing ideological cuts, and we are going to win. Because let's be clear, what they're doing with tuition fees today, this isn't just about an assault on our educational system. This isn't just about an assault on our members' jobs. This is about turning colleges and universities from places of learning and opportunity into a finishing school for the rich. Don't dare tell us we're all in this together with the banks. Because we know the banks have been let off scot-free. Instead of punishing students, why not punish the bankers? Debt for the poor. What about more taxes for the rich? Because this public spending deficit, this wasn't caused by workers. It wasn't caused by public service workers, firefighters, school meals workers, refuse workers, tube workers, and it certainly wasn't caused by students. We know where the fault lies, we know where the blame lies, and we want the bankers and the financiers called to account. So no more of this conservative right-wing dogma, and no more, I tell you, when the Lib Dems come looking for our votes, they better take a good hard look in the mirror before they ask us to support them. But this has got to be the beginning. We have got to get out there, we've got to go back to our workplaces, our communities, our campuses. We have got to build the biggest, the best, the boldest coalition this country's ever seen. And I want to start by asking you one last question. We are calling a mass national demonstration on Saturday the 26th of March in London. Will you be there?
The President of the National Union of Students, our reporter.
Today we have taken over the streets of London in unprecedented numbers. 50,000 of us is the biggest student demo in generations. We face an unprecedented attack on our future before it has even begun. This government's assault on our education is an attack on every single student, every individual teacher, every individual lecturer, every individual college, every individual university. An attack on one of us is an attack on all of us. We must fight back, and together we will fight. We will not accept their miserable vision. The government's short-sighted and self-defeating cuts to colleges and universities must be resisted, and that resistance begins now. That resistance begins today. That resistance begins here. We will fight back against attempts to dismantle the funded education we need for our economic recovery. We will fight back against attempts to dismantle the funded education we need to enrich our culture. And we will fight back against attempts to dismantle the funded education we need for social mobility. They deny the public value of our education and seek instead to force the next generation to pick up the bill. I tell you now, we will not pay for others' mistakes. We will not pay for a crisis that we did not cause. I tell you now, it is not us who will pay, it is them. We will make them pay. This is just the beginning.